Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
It's time to put our money where our mouth is. That's the word from Lansing tonight as the State House launches a public safety trust fund. Violent crime isn't going anywhere, and lawmakers are trying to help police agencies across the state in a timely manner when a boost is needed. Thanks for being with us, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. Mara McDonald live downtown tonight. Mara, it's Metro Detroit legislators who are really trying to push this down the field.
That's right, Devin. And here's the thing. So you ask someone like Chief White here at DPD, what would this do for you? He says this kind of a fund would allow him to buy more neighborhood police officers. But realize these monies, they're not meant for just big departments like Detroit. They're meant for all.
It's about flooding the zone, how to best financially assist communities where law enforcement needs help.
We know our local partners are stretching available dollars to help keep neighborhoods safe and prevent escalation of violence, but they need more support from our state.
How to be nimble when time matters, a public safety trust fund, and here's how they propose funding it, by taking 1.5% of sales tax revenues monthly and putting it into the fund. All communities across the state have the ability to access the fund based on crime statistics, and no single community could get more than 25% of the fund.
Investing in public safety is more important now than ever. I have never seen the level of violence in my 28-year career in law enforcement that I'm seeing right now.
For a city like Detroit, White says access to those funds would mean more neighborhood police officers, as well as expanding the mental health response unit, which is bombarded daily with people in the throes of a mental health crisis. The bill package was introduced by 2 Metro Detroit state reps.
The beauty of the program is that it's going to be based on the numbers that are reported directly to MSP. So the numbers that get reported out are going to lead to the dollars that are sent out.
Back here live, Representative Farhat says he has already gotten a lot of support from his Democratic caucus. He believes there is a possibility of bipartisan support here. He also says it's on the fast track. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Watch, all right, Mara. Meanwhile, an all-out push begins to reduce violent crime this summer in the city of Detroit. This afternoon, the U.S. Attorney, along with Mayor Duggan, Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy, and Detroit Police Chief James White laid out their enhanced summer enforcement plan that will saturate parts of the 8th precinct on the city's west side and the 9th precinct on the east side. Watch for police, ATF, FBI agents all going after illegal guns, carjackers, people who commit robberies. Then officials plan to prosecute offenders in federal court, which can mean stiffer penalties.
Tonight, we often think of U.S. Marshals as hunting for fugitives, but we're learning they also search for missing and endangered children, and they're pretty good at it. It's a new initiative that's getting results. Jacqueline Francis joins us live tonight with more on the operation that rescued more than 24 children. Jacqueline.
Yeah, this is not what the U.S. Marshal Service is known for, but it's work they're proud to do. Their latest operation spanned 10 weeks, during which time 25 Metro Detroit kids were safely found.
Hey, I got a runner out of the vehicle. She's heading back towards the main drag.
It's called Operation We Will Find You, and it's true to its name. The U.S. Marshals Service searching not for fugitives, but for missing and endangered kids.
Generally a new mission for us. So from the Justice for Victims of Trafficking Act, this gave us statutory authority to conduct missing child operations and assist state and locals without there having to be a sex offender nexus to it.
In its first 10-week operation, more than 225 kids were found nationwide, 25 of them in Metro Detroit, in addition to other local kids who were located by U.S. Marshals but deemed okay to stay where they were.
I have a daughter same age as you, so that just shows you how important it is.
Not dealing with a fugitive, you're dealing with a victim. So you want to make sure that you're treating them in a way that they know that someone cares.
She's right in front of my unit.
Okay. Turn around, man, so you can get her.
During the operation, the Detroit area marshals found kids in unsettling places, some involved in trafficking.
Pretty rough. Some kids were living in cars. Some kids were living in abandoned houses.
The Marshalls work closely with Child Protective Services, as returning home isn't always a safe option. This was a multi-agency operation. The U.S. Marshal Service is looking forward to continuing these efforts. Reporting live in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Really great that it's working. Jacqueline, thank you.
A Detroit man pleads guilty to abusing his ex-girlfriend's dog. Prosecutors say 56-year-old Julius Holly broke into his ex-partner's home last October and took her Yorkshire Terrier mix and then sent her videos of him beating and torturing it in Detroit. Holly was later arrested in Ohio. Today he pleaded guilty to animal torture charges. He faces 5 to 15 years in prison. Dog was taken in by the Michigan Humane Society. It has since recovered and been returned home.
New charges are filed in the deadly hit-and-run crash that killed a teenager in Walled Lake. Oakland County prosecutor Karen McDonald is upping the charges against the driver in this deadly crash. A 16-year-old driver could be subject to adult sentencing. Prosecutor is adding charges of manslaughter and reckless driving causing death. The teen was unlikely to get jail time if he was charged as a juvenile. He's now looking at multiple adult felonies. This could mean hefty fines and potentially years in prison. All right, now to an update to a story we brought you last night at 11. The owner of a Midtown ice cream shop is apologizing after tracking down a customer on social media for not leaving a tip.
Shantae Fagans says she visited Cold Truth Soft Serve over the weekend, didn't leave a tip. Shortly after, Fagans got a message from the owner, Tim Mahoney, via the ice cream shop's Instagram page about tipping. Well, we're told Mahoney messaged her today to apologize.
That's great. A neighborhood crime alert tonight in Oakland County. West Bloomfield police warning about an increase in mail thefts. Police are recommending customers bring outgoing mail into the post office instead of leaving them in the blue USPS boxes. There have also been recent thefts from blue boxes in Farmington Hills, Milford, Westland, Canton, Grosse Pointe Farms, Royal Oak, and St. Clair Shores. West Bloomfield PD says the postal inspector is investigating these crimes.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is officially running for president.
I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback.
DeSantis launched his campaign by posting an announcement video to Twitter on Wednesday. Governor also took part in a Twitter Spaces event with the social media company's owner, Elon Musk. Some Twitter users say the app crashed as they tried to listen to the event. DeSantis eventually was able to speak about 20 minutes after the scheduled start and after Musk closed the initial event and started a second one.
When sorrows like sea
It has been a somber day all over the state of Texas on the first anniversary of the deadly school shooting in the town of Uvalde.
Several public vigils tonight to remember the lives lost 1 year ago. 19 students and 2 teachers were killed at Robb Elementary by a gunman who was eventually shot. The school has remained closed since that shooting and will eventually be demolished. About 800 students have been moved to other schools.
She'll be remembered as one of the best-selling artists of all time.
Yeah, rock and soul icon Tina Turner has died. Turner, of course, rose to stardom from humble beginnings and became one of the most popular female singers of all time. She also survived an abusive marriage by fleeing her hotel room with just 36 cents in her pocket. Turner had a string of hits in the 60s and 70s before making a comeback in the 80s with her multi-platinum album, Private Dancer. Her cause of death has not been released. Tonight, tributes are pouring in for the late singer.
In fact, a memorial is growing with roses on Tina Turner's star on the Walk of Fame. The great Tina Turner was 83 years old.